our stock price is plummeting, right? And capitalism means that if our price is going down, then we're not making the best product.
Right.
Let's find a way to make our product better. No, let's put SZA in front of it.
Let's do exactly. And
so then you can recuperate all that bread. You don't got to change it about your product.
And then you're going to be right back in the same spot again, looking for another celebrity.
Literally.
We've talked so much recently on this show about like not following waves and kind of like charting your own like style. And that's not just individualistic advice. That's advice for these brands and these companies as well, because we starting to bullshit here.
Yeah, this is bullshitting, bro.
It's a very, I'm not gonna lie, it's a very interesting thing because it's really mixed, but the overall issue is a problem and seeing the reflection of the marketing. I have to ask, is fashion dying, or is this in the case of a recession, right?
Recession indicator.
Recession indicator of hell. Sydney Sweeney. So let's keep going.
That was a tipping point.
Literally. So right where we start off, right? So Paris Fashion Week is
Blue
about
eyes.
to happen. Blue eyes.
Paris Fashion Week.
We
continue.
Paris Fashion Week is coming up, and New York Fashion Week is coming up. And Maison Margiela just had a couture show probably like a couple months ago. And that was a big couture show because it was under new leadership. His name was Glenn Martins, because the previous creative director, John Galliano, sorry if I mispronounce your name, he ended up leaving. And Glenn Martins ended up coming in, which was one of my favorite creative directors because he was in The White Project. I always told y'all, and they shut it down. And his first show, not finna lie, was insane. It was like based off almost like a surrealism and kind of like art thing. It was like they had masks on. It literally looked like there was like straight art like painted on them. And I think it was a really good show because it not only paid homage to Maison Margiela because of just the style of their shows, but I also think it was a nice twist with Glenn Martin's touch on it. I think it was a very contemporary, nice show. So then after that, right, they end up dropping this shoot with Miley Cyrus, which I was very surprised to see.
J's on my feet, Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus,
Margiela's
Hannah
on my feet.
Montana. Nigga. I was very surprised to see Hannah Montana on Maison Margiela, because if y'all didn't know, Maison Margiela started in 1988. And since 1988, they never had a celebrity shoot ever.
They've never done a celebrity shoot.
This is their first celebrity shoot they've ever done. Can we go to one of the first pictures? We'll just go through all these pictures.
Oh, they did a shoot with Miley.
Miley. There was a lot of things. Mind you.
What the
yeah. She has no clothes on. This is all painted.
Why is she always doing that? The wrecking ball was the last time
I was about to say, bro, she hit this shit with a wrecking ball.
They said, all right, we got something. That's just painted on?
Yeah, just painted on, and we can stay
Whoever
on
did
this
paint
one.
that, though, was crazy.
It looks like she's like in an art piece.
It almost looks like she's 2D a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks crazy, right? It even reminds me, and if y'all have the time at home, y'all should go see the last Maison Margiela show. It reminds me a bit of that, I'm not going to lie.
That's fire.
But the thing is with this, right? So Margiela as a brand is known for the anonymous, the mysterious, being that independent brand that you know is true to the vision. And they're so anonymous that Maison Margiela did no interviews. No one knew the nigga, basically. He probably did like a couple, but he didn't really do interviews.
Oh, shit.
His design team is anonymous because he believed that it's not based off of just one person. It's the craft of everyone. So there should be no focus. Therefore, no interviews. Therefore, anonymous
Get
brand.
on the jam.
Get on the bro. If I Maison Margiela,
if Maison Margiela makes an exception for the jam, we have to go buy lottery tickets.
Yeah. On Jesus.
What the fuck Powerball, nigga? What would it be?
what are we talking about? That nigga will have us like a big ass egg or something.
Put that nigga in darkness, voice changer, nigga.
They come in with a Venta Black. Can't
So
see this
stupid, bro. So basically, they're known for kind of that mysterious brand throughout these years, and everyone is buying the brand for that, and which I thought was super dope. And that's why with Miley Cyrus being in here, it was the craziest thing seeing it, because it's like, oh wow, y'all are like taking it's out of left field. Y'all are taking that like approach. And the photographer who took these photos is Paulo Reverse. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Reversary. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. I tried before the pod.
He was practicing.
I was practicing. Gang.
Paulo Reverse.
Don't even.
I feel like this happens all the time. I practice, them cameras going. Swear to God. But he was the photographer of this. He's a very known photographer in the fashion world. He's been doing this for over 50 years. He's done shit for Vogue, Vanity Fair, and a lot of. I like his photography a lot because it's not a conventional style. It's almost like a dream, like contemporary, just an unorthodox style of photography, and you see it like this.
It
right?
looks two-dimensional.
You see not only just the paint on her, which I think was it was to pay homage to Margiela because Margiela had made this technique. It's a specific painting technique he made.
I've seen them on the shoes.
It's on the tabbies. Yeah, it's on the tabby boots where it was kind of white. It's that distressing with that black paint, and I kind of like how they did that to her, and you see the lighting and the shadows.
Yeah, that's
still,
crazy.
It still pays homage to that mystique of the brand because it's not like you're looking at this like, damn, that's Miley Cyrus, because that wasn't even y'all.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought. You want to know what it reminds me of?
Somebody
it reminds me of the screen.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the screen painting, I believe, from Vincent Van Gogh. Is it Vincent Van Gogh?
Oh, she taking it back in the days.
Yeah, and it kind of like the paint on it kind of makes it look like there's like a mesh dress or something, but there's no dress
but it's
there.
not there. It's nothing
it looks
there.
so
And then
cool.
on top of it, like you almost see like the white line streak from her hair. And I think that wasn't even painted on. I think it's because of the lighting. Like you see, it's a black and white thing, but you see the shadows over Paris' head. Bro,
Wait, have y'all played Spider-Man?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't played Spider-Man.
Which
You
one?
know Mr. Negative?
I feel like I've heard of Mr. Negative.
Oh, you talking about the
The
black
niggas that
suit?
be having the suit?
Yeah, I remember.
That reminds me of that, yeah.
I feel what you mean because of the coloring. Can we go to the next picture? Crazy.
That's
still more work on shadows. I think they
that's
did it
like-
ridiculous. Top crazy, bag is insane.
It doesn't look real.
It doesn't look real.
It's so cool.
That's why I meant of like the dream-like style, even like that
Nigga
background.
painting in 4D and shit.
Literally, the background even looks like a painting. Like it's
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
The background looks like a painting. The like lighting, the shadows are not like it. Like it looks
They're not,
like
like,
the
conventional.
Have you seen
It's
that
not.
thing where they said? I think it happens in Hawaii where like the sun is directly overhead and it gets rid of the
Yeah,
shadows. It
and
looks
you
like
can't
it's
see
floating.
no shadows.
There's
yeah.
shadows there, but the way it is, it kind of looks like it's like she's like not in a real background. It's
No,
so
it's not.
Cool.
It looks
and the
very
bag
fake,
too.
and it looks like a painting. Can we
Yeah.
go to the next one? Ridiculous, man.
Crazy.
This,
No,
I saw this,
No, they
and I
snap. They
was
snap.
like,
No, they snap.
yo, I was like, oh, so that's how you feeling, bro.
They feel
I'm
they
like,
snap. They snap.
ridiculous. The coat is fire. I like how they didn't have any bottoms. You still have the little small heels with the
Yeah.
bag to the side, and even the work on shadows. You see it with her collars and damn near like the half face
Yup.
up.
The choosing to make the lettering like
Crazy.
white and it doesn't pop out from the background. It kind
Yeah.
of blends in. That's fire.
And then even with this, they made this black and white, and you still see on the background. That's what kind of makes it almost look fake because the background almost looks like a painting in itself.
Yeah.
blending in both, still giving that mystique dream.
And did they drop? They dropped this with Miley Cyrus like unannounced. They just
unannounced. Just
that's
dropped.
crazy.
Is there another
Shit.
picture? Because we could just go through this whole thing.
Yep.
Crazy.
Jesus.
Crazy as hell.
Christ.
That's fire. I like that.
Jam's gonna have that type of pull. We just gonna drop no announcement.
I'm
Drop.
telling you, it's
The
about to get
Jam?
quick.
Can we go to the next one?
Oh shit. Nuts.
Fire.
That's
Bro, I
crazy.
really messed with that
I like that
dress.
black.
That
was
dress is
so
crazy.
It
The black too is really
even the
crazy.
effect. I think they almost probably isolated the saturations when it came to the body because you can see the color, but it almost looks like a black and white to the face.
Yeah.
And I still think that's intentional, still giving off that, yo, we don't want you to know this is Miley Cyrus, but at the same time, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And I think this was mixed because I saw people love this photo shoot and I saw some people question it because it's like, dang, have we really got to the point where even a Margiela that has been based off this and people have bought the brand for that and they had their values in that has even almost stepped low to have a celebrity shoot because that's what the market is saying right now. And then there's some people who were like, yo, I think this is really cool. And where I fall in line to is I think for Margiela overall, and I'll get to more why it's a big problem, a big overarching issue, but for Margiela, I think it was a cool move. At first, I was like, I don't know, but I think it was a cool move because I still think the photographer did an amazing work. I think that was the perfect photographer.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I don't think that at least
Wait,
where
they
I
didn't make
fall.
her like any creative director or anything.
No,
They just
no,
did a photo shoot.
Just shoot.
Okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
I think maybe she
All
might
right.
be an ambassador, but I think it's
Yeah.
just the shoot.
And
for
I was gonna say that's my thing is I don't see that big of a problem just because like there's no hate to Miley Cyrus
Yeah.
or the photographer, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
We love Hannah Montana.
the work
love it.
is good. The problem is the broader, I think, like
Is the
industry shift towards like, instead of this is our brand and it's for our brand and we're just gonna like build the shit or whatever, you get to break through to that mainstream market. And let's go get a pop star, let's go get a rapper, let's go get somebody who isn't like a creative director in this, and usually make them creative director. I'm happy that they didn't do
They did
something
this, yeah.
like that.
And then on top of it, I think it was the perfect transition in leadership, because I messed with it so much because they still paid homage to Margiela, they still paid homage to the techniques, the values of the brand. But I still think this was a perfect transition in leadership because like, we changed creative directors now. Now it's a whole different form of leadership. But I think it was perfect because he still kept the values of Margiela, but at the same time, this is my twist. This is what I bring to this brand, and y'all will see this when it comes up. And I think it was perfect.
That's good. I think that's good.
But
I could see them doing like a lot more celebrity photo shoots
celebrity, yeah.
and keeping that original Maison Margiela look to it. That'll be nice.
Now, what I think, now this is the bad thing of this. Like you just said, they probably will do more, but also I wonder to the extent what they'll do more, but the overarching issue of the overall saturation when it comes to celebrity shoots and it's mixing celebrities with the brand more than they need to. And what this is the exploitation of parasocial relationships, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get into
Bang
it.
out
get
in the
into
bar.
Why it's exploiting that parasocial relationship? Because recent news we've seen SZA became the artistic director of Vans. Let
I
that
love
silence-
some of the SZA songs.
What the fuck
does she know about skating shoes? No, I love SZA, right?
This is the go.
This is the thing. Cause you put niggas in a bad position. Because now when you do shit like this, right?
Yeah.
I want what I ideally would like to see, especially when it comes to fashion and when it comes to like these celebrities being made creative directors or brand ambassadors or like all type of shit, is I want to see, like, obviously you don't want the brand integrity to be ruined, but I do want to see like what they bring to it, what like artistic flair they put in. I don't think SZA is on there to actually spearhead any like redevelopment in something that messes with her. Maybe they give her a colorway or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
But like when you do that, you get the people who are like, oh, I love SZA, so I must love this thing.
Yeah.
But that's not, are you actually incorporating that person in a way that's equitable, or is it just using the fact that they have a big following,
Real shit. Yeah.
which 10 times out of 10 that's what
And
it is.
that's really what it is. What you gonna say?
This is what I think, right? If, and even though Tyler Creator has his own brand, if Tyler Creator did something with Vans reasonable, if like Earl Sweatshirt did something with Vans, you could see that.
I could see it.
Yeah.
SZA, I don't know. I don't know about that.
You can see Tyler, one, because Tyler has had his shoes since he started with Chucks.
Yeah, and the majority of his fan base for a long time
Has been
was
skateboard
like those
people.
Was been skateboarding, because when him and Odd Future was up, they was all skating, they was all biking, they was all in that LA culture of skating. So that makes sense. But back to what you said, right? SZA, when SZA was announced the artistic director of Vans, everyone was saying, oh my God, this looks so crazy. This looks so crazy. Even me and you were outside like question like, damn, she might do good. But then also you have to question that line of thinking. Why do you think that? You think that because you like SZA as not only a person, but you mess with SZA's music. You have to think, okay, if SZA's there, what am I realistically gonna get from Vans when SZA? Am I gonna get a whole new silhouette? No, you're gonna get a new colorway with maybe some laces.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, let's look at
SZA
Vans.
lyrics on the bottom of the screen.
Fucking Crybaby on the back, embedded in the shit. Like, what are we talking about? And we have to look at the incentive too. Vans stock price plummeted. My nigga. It's bad.
shit.
They have this crazy sale.
I've been
I think it was
hearing,
like-
I ain't been hearing shit from Vans.
Yeah, bro,
Hell
they have
no.
this sale where it's like $35 for a Vans. And y'all remember how it used to be when we was kids. We was
Yeah.
getting Vans. That's how you know it's dropped that much. And when you have when you go to extreme lengths like this because your sales are dropping and you want to have sales, that's when you have an American Eagle ad.
Yeah.
That's when you have that. And
I was going to say,
uh-huh.
again, I don't want it to be, because we're kind of people who do creative work, artistic work in a sense, I guess, like shit that's not traditional, right?
Yeah.
And you never want to get in a thing where you're like, you shouldn't go get bread off the talents that you have. That's why it's never going to be a diss to SZA or like a Miley Cyrus. Because I'm like, you have talents, obviously. The reason why it's a diss to like the brands is because I feel like you're copping out. We've seen very recently this trend of, all right, let's get a celebrity on that bitch. And it's not because I'm sorry, if you're being honest
at all.
If you're being honest, yes, like Kendrick, SZA, Miley Cyrus, like Pharrell, all type of shit. Get your bread, do what you gotta do. Right? Cool. Design what you gotta design. All means. But the reason why that foot is in the door is not because these people are like, all right, we need some new inspiration for Vans. We need to take it in a different direction because our stock price is plummeting, right? And capitalism means that if our price is going down, then we're not making the best product. Let's find a way to make our product better. No, let's put SZA in front of it.
Let's do exactly. And
so then you can recuperate all that bread. You don't got to change shit about your product.
And then you're gonna be right back in the same spot again, looking for another celebrity.
Literally, again and again.
Ariana Grande with Vans.
Are we tired yet? Brother, shit getting so wild. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw JD Vance next to him.
JD Vance on Vans.
I wouldn't be surprised.
JD Vans.
I wouldn't. JD Vance. I wouldn't be surprised if dude has some jumbo laces with a Trump embedded sticker of him sucking dick. I wouldn't be surprised.
Gold-plated dick print on the side of the fucking Trump shoe. JD Vans.
JD Vans on the outsole and shit.
Greenland on the tongue.
If
Do not come here.
If you want to ride dick like JD Vance, ride the skateboard.
You gotta have grip.
That's really what it'll come down to, though.
That's really weird. So it's like I never want to drag like the artist.
Exactly.
Though. But it's like
not only
Get your monies.
Get your bread. It not only promotes mediocrity when it comes to making things, but also it gives such a bad capitalism vibe because in the sense of like, okay, SZA does drop that shoe, right? So you have that regular sale on a Vans that's 40. If SZA drops,
70,
that shit finna be 80, 100 because of the title, and it's a different color, not even the same syllable. What are we talking about?
No
Nothing.
technology.
So I'm about to say,
You wanna be so real? Y'all wanna
know
know what's gonna happen on this new Vans? They're gonna charge that bitch for $150. It's going to be a dark olive green with flowers on the side. How much do y'all wanna bet? How much do y'all wanna bet?
I cannot wait for it to come out.
Bro, I can't wait.
I cannot wait.
If he gets that right, I'm gonna die laughing.
I'm gonna die laughing.
Because my thing is, and that's what it is. It's fundamentally exploitation. The reason why we talk so much about like capitalism on this podcast is because I want y'all to start trying to think about things in broader context. It doesn't mean you gotta hate everything, because making money in and of itself is not anti-capitalism. I'm not gonna get into a whole like explanation of the shit, but I want y'all to think about that because it is that exploitation of the parasocial relationship. That's usually what it is when they package deal anything to us via celebrity. So I can hear that when people are like, oh, they do everything. Cardi B got a meal at McDonald's. Kai Cenat got a meal at McDonald's. But if you think about what that is, that's fast food in the sense that there is not much benefit there. You're just getting there because you're hungry. So they will do that shit. They will put that slop out there. Cool. When you're talking about things that's supposed to have like artistic reference or like a message behind it, yeah, you can partner up with those celebrities, but I'd much rather see these brands actually like go for it. Try like a different thing just with themselves, because what you're doing is you might do that, and then if you work with a celebrity, then you can capitalize on their fan base too. But chances are, if you have Vans, your price is going down, and it's just going to be capitalizing off that fan base.
Exactly.
I don't think that that's what, I mean, yeah, again, everyone has a business to run, but I think that inherently takes away from the artistic expression of it all. And it kind of cheapens like the value of it. So it's, how long do you want that to run? There's a reason why I don't.
Can you run it
I didn't go buy that Cardi B meal. I didn't go buy that Kai Cenat meal.
Did
you?
I think the only meal that I bought from like a rapper co-sign was like the Travis Scott meal.
Yeah,
and it's some regular shit. Like
when you eat it and then you really quickly realize like, oh, this is not changing my life at all, is it?
Yeah. Talking about
you get to run to a damn what the fuck is that shit called? A drive-through and be like straight up. And
then walk away. Talking about Travis Scott too.
You're at the red light after leaving the McDonald's.
What did I do?
Well, go ahead.
Even like recently, Travis Scott was named the chief visionary of Oakley.
Fucking Christ.
Of Oakley. If y'all don't know what Oakley is, Oakley does like sunglasses. It's like a luxury sunglasses.
Oakley does sunglasses, but like for the few baseball heads in the audience who know, because we have our baseball
man.
Oakley with baseball glasses, nigga. Oakley did not only become not baseball glasses. It was just because I heard of them as baseball glasses because those were like top end baseball glasses you could get. But like, yeah, they do make other glasses and shit. I like some of the Travis Scott songs. But
you know about glasses? You know about Trav. We got Trav, right? And then I'm gonna get into like the end of it. We have Trav as the chief visionary for Oakley.
Chief visionary. Like a collaboration's fine. Chief visionary?
And we'll get into that, right? A$AP Rocky for Ray-Bans. And here was the thing that genuinely made me close my laptop and run in his room. I didn't give a fuck if he was sleeping. He was going to get woken up. Burna Boy was named the club president for the tennis division of On Sneakers.
ONN? Just get your money, bro.
Get your money, Burna Boy.
The deal's going everywhere, but you have to ask the question, why?
You're not making tennis sales off of Burna Boy, my nigga.
What are we talking about,
Burna
bro?
Boy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stick up for Burna Boy. That's disrespectful. Get your money, Burna Boy. But this we talking about biggest song on Black Panther soundtrack. We talking about. I've been listening to that album since it came out. What is it? For the love of Damini, I don't remember the exact name. It's the red background one that has Last on it. It has a bunch of songs that I play all the time in the car. Love that nigga Burna Boy. On president tennis division of
when you've been talking about tennis in your music.
I ain't never heard of tennis. Maybe a tennis chain, but not like tennis.
I never heard it, right?
Is it a bar? Burna Boy, is it a bar? Let us know.
So why?
Let us know. Get on it, Jay.
Bro, him and this get on the jam. And the reason, bro, why, like you just said, I just named all those things what genuinely could have just been collabs, bro. But the reason why they're not doing these collabs no more is because collabs have become so oversaturated and diluted that it doesn't really get to the point of a parasocial relationship. You would rather, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this collab, like, because you're going to forget about it so instantly, and it's a one-time thing. Right. Rather, if your favorite artist, Travis Scott, is doing shit for Oakley, wait, maybe I can get
continuously attached
in there. Maybe I can get some Cactus Jack Oakley. Wait, SZA, maybe I can like get these new Vans and listen to her new album. Another level of exploiting you for your favorite artist.
I don't have Vans.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy Vans, but like if I was a really diehard SZA fan, that would probably make me make that decision.
And as I was just trying to look it up as we were talking about it, no new colorways, just her wearing some Vans. Okay.
Just her wearing some Vans, and she had a photo shoot.
So now let me see what that price tag about to hit on.
Let's see what that price tag hit on. And then even like, I love Pharrell. Even like
$80.
He becoming the creative director of Louis Vuitton, and we also have to question the incentive of why he was even put there. I'm gonna be so real. The shift that has happened with fashion overall, implementing these celebrities and brands, not to the point of collabs, but genuinely putting them in these houses. I would not have been surprised if Balenciaga at the time was questioning to get like Epstein as a creative director. I genuinely think they would put Epstein as a creative director.
Hell, but anybody on the
I wouldn't have been surprised.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Don't get on the jam. Don't get on the jam.
Don't do it.
We know you're alive. Don't do it.
I'm gonna put in Cuba or some shit. I'm gonna like. Those are the same. Them the niggas who did a $900 eBay shirt, right? They would have put a fucking Crypt Creeper on their fucking creative design team. They would have put a dead nigga on their creative design team.
Oh God, they would have put
that shit is crazy,
done it, bro. Boy. You could have had them as not only collabs but even brand ambassadors. But no, you want the money.
Yeah, I think the collab is good, but if you gonna brand ambassador a nigga who's not even part of your creative vision because they have talent for a separate reason in order to boost your stock price and boost your money, I'm not fucking with it. Thank you for watching this long. If you haven't already, subscribe. What is you doing?
What is you doing?
What are you doing? You think we just sitting here doing it for nothing?
You think you're gonna sit here and not
need
do
to
shit? Like
eat. I know you're not subscribed. Click it.
Cool.